Hey guys, so today I want to do a video on my favorite brushes and what I use them for, because a lot of brushes, it's like if you're a normal artist, you can use brushes for whatever you want. So here you can have a lip brush and use it for eyeliner. You can have a contour brush and use it for blush. Like, you can have a brush that has an intention and use it for something completely different that you like to use it for. So yeah, I'm gonna go through and say the brushes I like. A lot of the brushes that I do like are from Morphe. They just have really affordable brushes. They're really good quality, and yeah, so a lot of my eye brushes are from Morphe. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through. So I'm gonna start with two powder brushes that I like. This is the Morphe E48. It looks like this. It's part of like a certain collection, like the E and then a number. So it says the number right there. And it's just this little like circular fluffy brush. It's very fluffy and soft. So it's really good for packing powder under your eye. You can also use it for a contour if you want. And I just really like this brush. I constantly find myself just going and grabbing it. So yeah, I really like this one. And then another brush that I use for powder is actually a blush brush, and it's the e.l.f. blush brush. I actually have two of these, or I had two. The other one might have broke. These are like really inexpensive. They can range from like $1 to $3, like the standard black ones they have, because they also have like these clear kind of ones. With like the clear handles. These can be a little bit more expensive. Like this I think was like $8 or something, but these are like $3 or something like that. And I really like this. You can use it for blush to pack it on, but I like it since it's very like, I don't know, it's just like a nice packing brush. Oh my god, I have to sneeze. I had to sneeze, okay. I like this brush for, again, packing powder under your eyes. So yeah, I really recommend this. And then I have a few face brushes, like for contour, blush. Oh, why did I say that? It was like contour, blush and highlight. So I'm going to start with two blush brushes that I like. So first we have the e.l.f. 105 brush, and it looks like this. I don't know if it's advertised for blush, but I like it for cream blush. I've been loving it for that lately. So you can use this for contour. That might be what it's advertised for. But it's like a little stippling brush kind of. Sorry, some of these brushes are dirty because I just used them. But oh, also if you want to know what's on my eyes, I used the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. That looks like this. And then I used this ColourPop eyeshadow. Looks like this, and it's really pretty, and that's what's on my lid. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that. But anyway, so I really like this because it has these little like stippling little hairs. So what I'll do is I'll go into my cream blush directly, and then like into the pan, and then I'll tap the extra off onto my hand, and then I'll just go in straight on my face. And that's what I did today. I'm wearing the Honest Beauty cream blush today. It's like a coral color, and that's exactly how I applied it. So yeah, I really like that brush. Next I have the Crown brush. That's all it says on it. It's a little angled brush. I've had this brush forever. I got it in my Ipsy years ago when I used to get that. But it's just an angled brush. It's really soft, so you can use it for blush to just kind of sweep on your cheek, or you can use it for contour, anything like that. I love angled brushes like this. Another angled brush that I love that I use for bronzer is the Juno & Co. angled brush, and it's really soft. It's a little bit bigger, as you can see. So what I like to do is I like to just like tap my bronzer on. That's how I did my bronzer today. And yeah, it's really soft. You can use it for blush also if you want. So, and the like packaging of it is so cute. I love it. And then a highlighter brush that I love is the Morphe M501. It's just a little blender brush. I mean, you could also use this on your eye if you want. Like if you want to just sweep bronzer all over your lid, like you can totally do that with this, but it's like meant for highlighting, I'm pretty sure, and that's what I like it for. It does shed a little bit, as you can see. Well, excuse my pimple, but right there, sometimes the brush does shed a little bit, but not a lot at all. So yeah, I like to just do this, and it keeps the highlight really concentrated in one area. Moving on to some brushes that I use with more cream products. This I use with creams and powders. This is the Morphe E62, and it's this angled brush like this. And what I like to do lately with this brush is I'll take my cream contour and go down the sides of my nose with it, but I also like to use it with powder, and I just run it along my nose. It's a really good nose contour brush. You can also use it on your eye if you want, but I have other brushes that are shaped similar to this that I keep for my eyes, and I only use this for contour. Another brush is the SL Miss Glam Madison Miller M03 Tapered Blush Brush. It looks like this. It's cute packaging. SL Miss Glam has really good brushes. This one I used to use for blush a lot, and I loved it. I would just like get in there. So good. Love this brush. But lately I've been taking a cream contour stick, and I've been taking the stick and like getting the brush all in it, and then I'll wipe the extra on my hand, kind of like how I did with the blush, and then I'll go in and do my cream contour slash bronzer. And I really like the way this applies it. That's how I did it today underneath my bronzer. So really like this one. It's dirty. Then we have the Soho Face and Highlighter brush. It's a double-ended brush. I never use this end. I mean, I could for like my nose or highlight or whatever. But I use this for foundation. You could also use it for blush or whatever you want to use a stippling brush for. That's kind of what it is. So it's this like duo fiber kind of thing. So it has like these black hairs here, and then these like synthetic longer hairs. And I've been doing lately is taking foundation off the back of my hand and then just applying, oh my god, my hair got stuck, and then just applying my foundation like this. And I really like the finish that it gives my skin. So yeah, it doesn't have to be this brand either. It can be any kind of stippling brush. I'm pretty sure Morphe has ones too, because I think I got this at like TJ Maxx like years ago. So I don't know if you're gonna be able to find this. I've never heard of this Soho brand before. But yeah. Okay, moving on to eye brushes. So, okay, I don't know why I was like being dramatic. Okay, I'm just gonna get into it. So I have a pencil brush. This is the Morphe by Jaclyn Hill JH38 brush, but I'm pretty sure Morphe has a normal brush just like this. That's not the Jaclyn Hill one. But it's just a little pencil brush, but it's not like tapered. Like I have other pencil brushes that I do like. This is the Morphe M43 one. But you can see the difference. Like this one is a little bit more pointed, and I like the round one. And I'll just apply like my nose highlight, and it gives me a really precise little tip right there. And I'll go down the bridge of my nose, on my inner corner, my brow bone. But you can also use this for eyeshadow on your lower lash line or wherever you want. So this is a really good brush to have. Then I have the Juno & Co. little like smudger brush. I used this the other day when I did a pink eyeshadow look, so that's why it's dirty. But it's really good for, one, you can pack eyeshadow on, and you can also smudge on the lower lash line. And I really like this for smudging. So yeah, I'm trying not to talk too much about each brush because I kind of want to just go. This is the Morphe M321. All the rest of these brushes are Morphe, just so you know. But this is a smudger brush, but it's a little bit like denser and like smaller. It's not as long. And it has like comes to a little point there. So it's really good again for just smudging under your lower lash line. It packs on a little bit more color than like a normal smaller fluffy brush, if that makes sense. Oh my god, I want to sit. I'm like sitting on my knees right now to be a little bit higher. Okay, whatever. Also, my lights keep like flickering on and off. I might need to get new ones. Okay, anyway. I have one more like packer kind of brush, and then the rest are blending brushes. So this is the Morphe M152. It's I'm pretty sure it's the same brush as the Morphe M15. Oh wait, it's the same number. So yeah, they are. This one is just smaller and this one's longer. But it's just a nice little fluffy packer brush, so you can pack like shadows on, like mattes or shimmers, or you can use it to smudge on your lower lash line or on your lid. Really is up to you, but it's really soft and it works well, because some brushes don't work that well when you get them wet with setting spray or something, but this one works really well when you get it wet for like shimmers and stuff. So I really like that. Moving on to some eyeshadow blender brushes. This is the M441. I have 3 of them. This is a clean one though, so I'll show you this one. But I just love this. It's a big fluffy brush, so it really just puts product everywhere, which I really like for transition colors. As you can see, these have like neutral colors on them. And yeah, it's just really fluffy and big. Comparing that to the M433, I also have 3 of them. This is the clean one though. So this one is a little bit flatter, so you can use this on your lid. But you can also use it for more precise blending. So I'll compare that to the first one. This is the first one. It's a lot fluffier and like rounder. And then this one is a little bit more flat and like narrow. As you can see, this is it on the side. So this one you can kind of get in more. You can like put shadow on this side and like pack it, or you can put shadow right on the tip and get like a really precise line. Whereas with this one, it's just gonna blend everywhere. So normally I'll go in with this first, and then I'll go in with this little bit deeper of a color. Then we have the M456 from Morphe. I have 2 of them. This is the same exact thing as the M433. It's just smaller. So it can do even more precise blending. So as you can see, it has the same kind of shape, but it's just smaller. So this is the brushes on their sides and the fronts. So you can see they're basically the same exact thing, just smaller. And then lastly, the last brush I have to show you is the Morphe M506, and I have 2 of them. A key to good eyeshadow, I think, is one, like using a clean brush or using a brush that you like already have the color if that makes sense. So like this, if I know I use this brush for neutral colors all the time, like I use it with basically the same shade, I won't really clean this one as often because I know I'm going to go in with a neutral brown color just like this every single time. So it's not really going to affect it. But if I were to go in with like a blue and then I want to go back in with the brown, you don't want to use the same brush because it's not going to look good. It's going to look muddy and gross and not good. So I like to have, especially with blending brushes, at least 2 of each one, because if you want to go back and forth, you can, and it doesn't look muddy. I think that's a key to having your eyeshadow look good. Like you don't want to use one brush for everything, for your transition, for your like deep color, for your black, for your shimmer. Like it's not gonna look good, in my opinion. So yeah, and you see, like if you see a painter, they don't have one brush. Like they don't use one brush, so how can you expect when you're doing your makeup to use one brush, you know? So yeah, I would definitely invest in some Morphe brushes because they're really inexpensive, and you can get like sets and stuff like that where you get a bunch of face brushes and eye brushes, and when you look at the price like all together, you save money when you buy a set. So anyway, back to the M506. It's just a little tapered blending brush. I'll compare it to the other one. So this one is more round and this one like kind of tapers. So this is the same size all around, and this one has like a flatter edge. So this one is really good. I just put color right on the tip and I get right in there and blend and blend and blend. And those are all of my favorite brushes. I'll quickly show you my 2 sponges that I really like, but I have a lot of sponges that I like. The orange Real Techniques ones are really good. They're inexpensive. They're like $6. Those are really good. Obviously, the Beauty Blender is really good, but if you don't want to spend $20 Oh my god, why am I speaking weird? $20. I sounded like Donald Trump. Okay, anyway. If you don't want to spend $20 on a sponge to do your makeup, I get it. I've bought numerous ones in the past, but when I go through them, I don't really see the need because there's good ones at the drugstore. The EcoTools one is also good. I would get the package with the light green one and the dark green one, and then I always keep the dark green one for my kit that's over there, and then I would keep the light green one for me because it's a little bit bigger and it's just faster. So yeah, that one's also really good. I think the pack is like $6 or $7, but I think on its own the light green one is like $4 maybe. I might be wrong though. And then the two that I've been using lately are this is the e.l.f. I think it's just like complexion sponge. I don't really know. It has a tip right here and then a flat edge, and this is like $7 or $8, and this one's really good. It really expands when you get it wet. This is it dry. So when you get it wet, it literally gets like ginormous. It like fills my entire cheek basically. It really does expand. It's really soft. I like that one. And then this one I've been using a lot lately. I use it today. It's the Juno & Co. Microfiber Sponge. So it has these little fibers on it, and it makes it really soft. And this is pretty expanded from its like normal size, but this one gets really big. So this one's just really soft, and it keeps a fuller coverage compared to most other sponges. So if you're deciding between a brush and a sponge, a brush is going to give you more full coverage, and then a sponge is going to give you a little bit less. It's going to be more sheer, more natural looking, because the sponge is going to put down the product that you need, and any extra product that your skin doesn't absorb, it's going to pick back up. So that's what all of this is. Like, this is foundation and powder that my skin didn't absorb, and it picked it right back up. A brush is just going to keep it all on there basically, and this is just like whatever tinted the bristles, if that makes sense. So what I personally like to do is I like to take a brush and get the like coverage that I want, and then I'll take a sponge and go over it to pick up any extra, but most of the coverage is still on my face. And I like the finish that sponges give, so that's why I like to use sponges. But it's complete preference. I just wanted to show you sponges also because I was doing the brushes I like. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. And yeah, I have nothing else to say, so I'm gonna go eat breakfast because my stomach has been growling this entire video. So yeah.